Hey there everyone, Captain Beards here, bringing you another Langrisser mobile video. Let's get it. Alright guys, so in today's video, it's going to be one of my Stuck series. I did a Stuck V1 and a Stuck V2 on my old channel, but since this is a new channel, and new players are always being introduced to the game, I thought I'd do another one just for this channel, kind of summing up both of them, especially now that I'm almost level 55 here, which I'll definitely be hitting today. But so I just wanted to go over that. Now before I go into the video, I just want to make a quick mention. My Zoraida guide, I know a lot of you guys have been recommending, oh, Bozelle. The thing about it is, if you don't have Bozelle, then you kind of can't use Bozelle's fusion power buff with her. Now, and then you guys said, well, Bozelle was free. Well, he was free. As you can see in the game now, if you go to Secret Realms, you go to limited time events, you can no longer farm Bozelle. You can't get him. There's no way to get him for free anymore. So that's one thing. And another thing too is there's no focus banner or any of that stuff up for him currently in the banners. So if you do have him, then yes, your options are actually increased. But my guide was more like if you don't have Bozelle. But even if you do have Bozelle, like I still have Bozelle, I'm still going to be playing around when I get Zoraida, messing with all her different stuff. But anyways, besides that, so just wanted to clarify things. Let's get into this Stuck V3, I guess. Alright, so if you're stuck in the game, pretty much, like, and that would mean like, hey, you're hitting a hiatus on some of these missions. Like for instance, if you can't beat like level 50 or 45 or stuff like that of Anarchies, or even the lower levels, then first of all, what you want to do is make sure your heroes are leveled up and make sure your heroes have some syncage. So what that means is if I get very powerful heroes, I still got to concern myself with a healer. So say I started with Tiaras. Tiaras was my very first SSR, so that kind of made my path a little bit easier than a lot of others that didn't start with a healer. The game does give you your girl here. Where's she at? Gives you a Milda here. Milda. It does give you her, so that is pretty nice of the game. She is a really nice healer. If you do get a Milda or Sophia, definitely want to probably replace your girl here. Now, I do recommend that if you do not have an SSR healer, then running two of these girls, one of two of these girls, is a very smart comp to go with, just because, you know, they're not as powerful as the SSR healer. Now, the only reason why she's on the bottom is because I think I have to level her up some more. But besides that, so you're going to want to focus on your damage dealers, but focus a lot on your healers. Always keep your healers level real close to your damage dealer. Now, your damage dealers can be a little bit on the higher side, but just make sure you're focusing on both of them. Don't just focus on, oh man, I got Leon, I got Elwyn, I got Bernhardt, I'm gonna power them up to the max. I'm gonna use all my stuff on them and nothing else. Then what's gonna end up happening is your healer is gonna be consistently targeted and it's gonna get one shot, and then you're gonna be stuck there twiddling your thumbs because you're gonna be like, man, I have no idea what to do now. So make sure that you are keeping your healers up with your heroes here. Now, they're not gonna keep up when it comes to total power and stats like that, just because they are healers, so their main primary focus is on their gear and stuff. Now obviously her gear was stolen by a Milda, which I'm gonna go ahead and put that back so like you guys can see her legitimate gear here, her score, because it's not that far. 1800, like, oof, it's far but not that far. Geesh. All right, there we go. Okay, so 20 about 2200. So she's right next to my Leon here, which is perfect, exactly what I want. Okay, going into your heroes here. So make sure you're consistently leveling them up. At first, you're gonna be able to have your heroes keep up with your level, your player level, I should say. All right, so you're gonna have your heroes keep up with your player level, but then as you get about to level 45-ish. That's when you got to really start doing some separation, and by that I mean so up to level 45 you want to pick certain heroes that you're going to keep leveling up and the other heroes are going to kind of take a pass. Now, me as a YouTuber and as a content creator and as a lover for this game, because I absolutely love this game, I'm trying to level up as much heroes as possible. That's why you see a lot of them at that 40 range. And the other ones, it's not that I don't care about them, it's just that I just have not gotten to them at all. So what you want to do is make sure that once you hit that 45 stage, try to focus. I say about 8 characters. I know a lot of people say, oh, 5, 6 characters. Well, the thing about it is you want to constantly replace people too. So if you're fighting a lot of green units, you're not going to take your Leon. If you do, you're an absolute fool. If you're fighting a lot of green units, go ahead and switch off Leon for Sherry if you're training her, or Sephiroth here if you're training him. So I'd say like 6 to 8 characters just to be safe, to have some consistent switches. Now for your healer, don't just focus on training up one healer. One thing that really helped me in the game is running double healer comps. So I would run like 3 DPS dealers. Like I'll take an example, Leon, Elwyn, and Angelina, and then I'll run 2 healers, my 2 healers. So that's another thing to think about, is make sure that your healers are keeping up to date, like I said in the beginning, and make sure your damage dealers are keeping up to date too. So 6 to 8 characters beyond level 45. The reason why I say so late in my levels, and a lot of people will argue with me with this, but hear me out. The reason why I say try to get all your characters to at least level 45 is because you're going to help out your guild so freaking much. It's insane, right? Your guild is going to love you because you're going to be consistently able to just jump in battles and all that stuff. Now you're probably like, well, BEARDZ, I'm going to level up all these characters, but I don't have equipment for all these characters. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter because, take for example my Freya here. My Freya has her own gear, right? So I did hook her up with her own gear and stuff like that. Now I gotta level up her. I'm gonna bring her to 50 today. That's definitely happening, especially with this outfit. That's definitely happened. But so I got my Freya. She's level 50 and she's good to go. She's ready for that grind. And then I'm like, man, I need a strong red unit to bring into my fights and stuff like that. But I have no other red units but our boy Matthew here. But Matthew, his gear sucks. So then what you can do, and this game's freaking awesome for it, you can actually change your gear for free. So for instance, I can't take Freya's gear, but if I'm not using Angelina, I can go ahead and take Angelina's gear and equip it right to Matthew here. And I could do that with every single piece, buffing his stats tremendously. I mean, take a look at this, guys. We're going to use Matthew as an example here. All right, I got Matthew here, level 31. Let's go ahead and take all of Angelina's gear. Sorry, Angelina. Alright, so we're still going here. Now I don't think I can take Angelina's chest piece. No, it won't let me here. That's fine. We'll take this one since nobody's using it and it's already leveled up. And moving on, we'll take, yeah, man. Take that one, level it up. And then we'll take a final piece here. We'll take Angelina's here. Ooh, I forgot to enchant that. Ooh, I better go enchant that. Anyways, so yeah, so look at that. Buffed up to 1600, which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and enchant this now before I put it back on Angelina here. Alright, and the next, ooh, yes, let's go. So in the next step, right? So going beyond that, guys, so training your heroes, and then beyond that is focusing on their equipment. Now, a lot of people will say, well, this equipment is better than this equipment. Leveling up a bunch of SR equipment is better than this and this and this and that. Yes, the SR equipment is really good, but some of the SSR equipments, some of the abilities they have is just absolutely phenomenal. So if you can actually get some SSR equipment for your characters and stuff like that, then that would be nice too. Now, me personally, I did something that a lot of people will argue is not good, but kind of got me this far in the game, so so I would argue that the method works. But like I said, a lot of people argue and a lot of people say, no, that's the wrong way. But you know what? It's like, I'm going to play the game the way I'm going to play the game, because that's how it works at the end of the day. All right, let's go back here now. And then look at that, guys. So that was free. So I just hopped over and gave our boy Matthew there her gear for free. Well, 2 of her pieces. So that is actually really cool. And then we just bring it right back. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Nothing wrong with that, right? So changing up gear is very important. Focusing on about 8 heroes is very important. But make sure that you're trying to keep a majority of your heroes at least at that 40 range, because it's actually not too hard to do that, right? Now to do that, guys, next tip, because this is the stuck guide, make sure you're grinding out your missions. Make sure every single day you hit up these missions. Not only are you going to get XP, you're also going to get some energy back, but the little rewards like the arena points and the XP potions and stuff like that are pretty nice. But what's more important when you do these is it forces you to go into the secret realm and blast out these missions here. Now when it comes to the XP training missions, right, the potions, it doesn't give you a lot. It really doesn't. And if you could team up and do the higher stages, you're going to get the best bang for your buck there. But so don't grind this out on a daily basis, as in don't do your 2s and then grind them out even more, because then it's just going to be kind of pointless, because like I said, you don't really get a lot from it. So going into the store here, don't even touch the black market page. I've learned my lesson. The black market page is absolutely evil. Unless you have an unlimited source of gold, which I'm telling you, if you don't want to get stuck in this game, you will not have an unlimited source of gold, right? Unless you're a whale. So going into the honor page here, I'm just going to go through the store here real quick. All right, so always get the rune stone, just because it's going to help your heroes. It's going to give them more versatility. So, and then save up for the SSR accessory gift box. And then if you have enough, then get your Trinity vouchers or your SSR or your SR accessory or random accessory gift box. Completely up to you, completely preference. With this one, it's pretty nice because it is 300, but there is a chance it could be an SSR accessory. So always think about that before you go and buy the SR accessory gift box. You just might get an SSR from this one, but make sure you get, first of all, runestone and SSR accessory gift box, just because an SSR accessory is really nice. Into the friendship tab here. Now the friendship tab got updated, and I do love it just because you can pick up 2 Trinity vouchers two times per month, which is pretty cool because that means you get to do 2 summons. But this page here, you want to use it really for your hammers and your XP potions, just because you're gonna run out of XP potions a lot. And trust me on that, a lot, especially if you're trying to keep all your heroes at a good level range. And then hammers, I haven't ran into any hammer problems yet. Look at this, I own 186 gold hammers. So I haven't ran into any hammer problems yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be coming into it in the future. Into the equipment page. Now this is where a lot of people are going to bite my head off, but I'm just going to say what I do. Now the SR equipment here, the best thing out of these SR equipments here, this mithril ore here that you can use, is going to be at first the special enchantment packs, right? Going into the special enchantment packs and getting some of these just to really focus on what hero gets what enchantments is much better than trying to grind dragons and pray for that one random enchantment drop. So definitely pick these up for your heroes every week or so that way you can consistently stay refreshed. And it refills every week, guys. So that means once you get one of these, right, you're going to get 5 of them, and you can do that a total of 10 times. So you can get a total of 50 enchantments a week, which is really nice, and then it refreshes. The next best thing, and this comes into later in the game, which is going to be the material spirit here, martial spirit here. And this is going to be used to power up your SR accessories, SR gear even further. And this is really clutch and really good to have. And I'll be getting a lot more of these soon. Now into the SSR stuff. Now in the beginning of the game, I actually did get a lot of this the SSR weapons and SSR armor stuff from here. I did not touch the enchantments. Don't touch the rare enchantment gift pack, just because 200. And you're gonna get 5 of these, but the thing about it is it's still RNG, so you're better off grinding out dragons at the higher stages later on down the game. Now, so your best bang for your buck in the beginning of the game would be the SSR weapons and SSR armor and SSR headgear to really power up your hero. Then later on down the road, once your heroes are kind of settled, then get the martial spirit here. Now, a lot of people argue with me on that and say, no, just get the martial spirit. No, just get the martial spirit. Well, you know, you got to get some good gear, period. And Dragons isn't always going to drop good gear for you, especially in the beginning of the game. So having your Leon that you just started with an SSR weapon can make a world of a difference. So my little recommendation there, but everybody has their own opinions and stuff like that. Trinity Crystals, obviously where you're going to get your stuff. Skins, where you're going to buy your skins, and then recharge and gift pack. Now, gift pack, if you are stuck, I do recommend going into the privilege section, picking up the Clock of Forgiveness. The Clock of Forgiveness is absolutely clutch. You don't really need these two, but if you want to get these two, awesome. But the Clock of Forgiveness, what it's going to do is it's going to give you 3 retries, which is amazing, especially if you're doing a harder stage and you mess up on a turn. You can just retry it and then go for it again. Now, next thing we're going to talk about is going to be your training and your bonds. Alright, for your training, so I'm very sorry guys that this is a much longer video, but I just want to make sure that I cover pretty much everything from Stuck V1 and Stuck V2. So your training, you want to make sure you keep your heroes up to date with yourself. Now me, I've been slacking a lot, so as you can see, my infantry is 12, my cavalry is 12, flyer and aquatic is 12, and holy and demon is closing in on that 12. You want all of these to be 12. The reason why I say this is because check this out. Go over here, go over to the elite. I can't get any further, not just because my I'm missing books here, which I'm going to be grinding the shit out today, but also because I don't have them at level 12, right? So I have to get my training field, this training field here, this level here, I have to get that to level 12. Once I get that to level 12, then I can start going after these special soldiers that can be used by a range variety of different people here, right? And trust me, these soldiers can make a world of a difference for these heroes. So make sure guys that you are consistently training your heroes. Now do focus on the heroes that are important. So for instance, my Leon was very important to me. So my cavalry training actually got buffed very fast in the beginning of the game. And then I was like, well, you know what? I heard flyers are awesome. So let me start focusing on my flyers. Started focusing on my flyers and was able to open up the flyer path and get my angels here, which is super nice too. So definitely focus on your training path here and your expeditions here. Make sure you're consistently doing your expeditions, because anytime that you're not doing your expedition is just time wasted. So understand that guys. Let's do that. I like to stick on the 8-hour time just because I'm so busy throughout my entire day that I just don't find the time to really 97%, that's pretty good. I don't find the time to sit there and check my soldier box, check my soldier box, check my soldier box. And there we go. Alright, cool. So that would be the soldiers. Now let's go into the bonds real quick here. Now for your bonds, remember, this is all going to help you if you're completely stuck. For your bonds, this page is actually really important, and I haven't been focusing on it too much just because I do have a lot of other things to do in the game, but this is extremely important, guys. I'll take my Angelina for example. She was at the bottom of the list on this bond thing. I did not focus on her at all, and then I was like, well, you know what, I gotta go back to this. Reason why, guys, let's take a character as an example here. Who are we gonna use? Oh, Freya, perfect. Alright, so we're gonna go to the gift section here, and let's go ahead and give her a bunch of these and level her up. Try to get her as far as possible, right? I really want about level 15 would be good. Alright, I'm just gonna do all this. Yep, I know, Freya, I know. Alright, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. There we go, okay. And then we're gonna give her some of these books. Alright, just really power her up. Alright, level 15, that's perfect. So now I can show you guys what's up and why the bond section is so important. One, when you level them up, you're gonna get some rewards. Alright, nothing too crazy, because yeah, it's not gonna give you nothing too crazy. But the bond power section is where it is nice, right? So you're gonna unlock these throughout leveling up and stuff like that. So as you can see, first one here, which is level 10, right? So once you got your bond power to, I believe, level 5, right? Once you got your bond power to level 5, you can unlock this. What you're gonna do is once you unlock that, you get 15 Trinity crystals. Boom. I just got 15 Trinity crystals. and then I can start leveling it up. Now this is where it becomes important, because if you look at this, all stats of soldiers increase by 1%. If you start leveling this up, now it's higher, now it's higher, now it's higher, right? You start leveling up, 5% makes a world of a difference from your heroes not getting powered up at all. Now I can unlock this section here. I can't unlock level 10 yet, so you can actually skip around them, guys, so I do understand that. I can't unlock level 10 yet because I had to go back. I already beat 3-6, I just got to beat it with Freya, and then I can unlock that. Now this one is very important. The level 10 one, I would have to say arguably is probably more important than the other ones, except for the last two, but these are really hard to get. The level 10 one is extremely important because all hero stats plus 1%. Right, so that means it's going to increase your hero stats, and this gains by 1% every single time. So if you get this all the way up to level 10, you're going to have a 10% hero stat increase, which is extremely powerful. So make sure, guys, you unlock the level 10 one at least, and you can get some free crystals from this too, just like that, and then power them up here. Look at this, HP and defensive soldiers increase by 3%, 4%. Now this does take a lot of gold, so be very mindful of that. Right, there we go. So I am going to be going back and unlocking the level 10 one, but I'll do that another time. So this is just showing you guys, that the bond system is actually really powerful and really good to grind out and stuff too. Now besides that, another thing too is if you're trying to get your heroes a little bit more powered up, make sure you step into the Gate of Fate and do the Gate of Fate, just because at every other stage, so that means once I do this first one, I'm going to get 5 of these character shards for my Angelina. Then my next stage, I'm going to get 5 again. Then my next stage, I'm going to get 5 again. And I can actually grind this out. Okay, I can actually grind this out every single day. I'm not going to get 5 after I complete them. I'm only going to get 1 character shard. But that can make a big difference too, especially if you're trying to start up your healers or your powerful characters and other stuff like that. So that would be the bond power section. So make sure you focus on that section. I've been neglecting it a lot, but now I'm going to be focusing on a lot. Just by doing that to Freya, look at, she's already on the top of the board here. Good to go, ready to kill stuff. Now into the next thing here, which is going to be, let's talk about real quick the time rift and the secret realms in the arena. So this stuff you want to grind out, and if you get stuck in the time rift, right, which happened to me, which I got stuck in my time rift, then what you want to do is kind of take a break from it, back off from it, and then just go into the secret realm, grind out some of this stuff, especially Anaki's gym here, just because you're going to get the material and you're going to be able to power up your soldiers, ergo then power up your heroes, and then you'll be able to go back to the time rifts and grind out those missions very easily, especially if your heroes, or soldiers I should say, are powered up. So that's one thing I was doing wrong, which I was focusing on my soldiers a little bit later on in the game, which wasn't very smart for me. Now the arena, make sure you grind out the arena every single day. Doing the arena is going to give you some rewards, and then you can have a chance for random rewards to be given to you too. So definitely something to think about. Make sure don't always just go for the last person, just because sometimes if you go for the top person, the overall strength will be lower, so then you'll just be able to murder them and then move on. So make sure you understand that. Check all 3 just in case, because you never know. The second one might be stronger than the last one, and the last one, like, look at this, he's level 54, but his overall strength is 7,330. It's probably not because he's a sucky player, because I'm pretty sure Crunch here is a good player. He just probably not too concerned with the arena, so he just threw on some units, or he threw on those units and completely forgot about them, and now his overall strength is down. So you can just go in there and just auto that, and pretty easy. So make sure you're focusing on that. And like I said, get as far as you possibly can in the time rifts, right? The time rifts are going to help you go beyond, just because once you get to a certain point in the time rifts, you'll be able to class up your heroes, which is very important because it's going to give them their abilities and other stuff in different units here. So make sure you are focusing on that 100%. Now guys, I am very sorry for the long video, but I just try to cover as much as I can. I am going to be going over my individual character guides again, since I am a higher level now, so kind of giving my words and advice on that. For you if you are my older subscribers and you watch my previous stuck videos, thank you for clicking on this video and watching it again. If you didn't watch the whole thing, that's okay. I understand. I mean, I did this before, but just understand there is going to be a newer video coming on later today. So I am doing those 2 video grinds. So if you are a new person to my channel, come over here and subscribe. I am Captain Beards. My old channel did get there was a problem with it. So if you are new and you're like, well, I'm subscribed to other Captain Beards, unsubscribe, because that is my older channel. Come over here and subscribe to this channel. Now, before I let you guys go, you know what we got to do. Let's go into the summon section here. And we got 16 Trinity vouchers here. And we are going to hit that multi. All right, let's go. Now, I don't know if we're going to get lucky. Lately, our luck has been very bad. But we'll see what happens. You know, anything can happen. Right? Got a gold, and we got an SR again. That is a-okay. You know, surprisingly, I rather have Freya. I really want my Freya to be 6 stars now. A lot of people argue that. Oh, that's awesome. I actually needed more of her. I really wanted a lot of people say Vargas is a million times better than Freya, but honestly, they both have their places. You wouldn't put Vargas on the Princess Fusion Power team, and you wouldn't put Freya on the Empire Honors team. So, arguably, they're both very good units, and they both, I would say they're equal. I don't really care what anybody says. I'd say they're equal, because at the end of the day, you're going to be using them in their sections, and that's about it. Hit that 1 YOLO. I'm not going to go below 5. I'm just going to do 1 single. But so yeah, a lot of people would definitely say that. Let's go ahead and skip that. Yeah. All right, can we upgrade our Milda now? Can Vargas get started up? Nope. Damn, I forgot she's already 4 stars, so we got ways to go for her. All right, that's okay. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do note the link to my Patreon is in the comment section. I mean, not the comment section, in the description down below. But you do not have to donate, guys. Just you guys coming in here and supporting this channel is by far the biggest donation ever. Just coming in here, pressing that red button is just freaking awesome. And I love you guys, and you're all the best. It's your boy, Captain Beards. Peace out.